All right, creatures. Thursday night. Y'all know what's up. Ring of Honor. And it's still not on. Hold on. Let me see. It's on. Okay, still not on. Or should I refresh this shit? I didn't know. Let's see. Um. All right. All right. We're still waiting. We do have, I guess you could say, our go home show. Apparently, Tony Khan did a media call or whatever they were calling it. I did not see it. I don't know what happened. Oh, the show's on now. Is it? Okay, there we go. There we go. So basically, the media is asking questions about Ring of Honor and the pay per view tomorrow and all that stuff. I didn't see that, but I'm pretty sure I know we're gonna hear something about Queen Amanada. Like I'm really sure about that because I, she hasn't been in the ring for a little bit because she's been injured, and I figured that she might get pulled out of the tournament. So I'm just gonna wait and see if they're gonna confirm it because I don't know if he talked about that earlier today. All right, Beast Mortos out here with Sammy Guevara to go against a Commander. So it's 1-on-1 matchup with Commander and Beast Mortos. Oh wait, they both in the main event tomorrow. I'm just now realizing that. Let's see how this turns out. Maybe end with some type of interference. I'm thinking with Sammy Guevara being out there. All three of those guys are going to be going for the world title tomorrow. So, um, really interesting. Hello, creatures. Tia is in the house. Hello. King Williams is here, so I'm just here so I won't get fined. You won't get fined. You're on time. You're on time. Daniel Berry Sports is here. Happy Thursday. We got Robert Brown in the house. Hello, how y'all doing? It's Thursday, almost Friday. Um, I have been off from work for the past few days, so I have to go back tomorrow, and I'm just like, ill, ill. I have to be back with these people again. Over it. I'm already over it. Okay, come on, Commander. Commander, he's so I don't I never realized how small he is. He's next to Beast Mortos, and Beast Mortos is taller than him, and definitely on the meaty side. So Commander looks really small here. All right, all right. I don't know about them adding anything on the card. The main card looks stacked already. I think it's 9 matches, I want to say. 8 or 9 matches. I didn't count. But it's something like that. And we also haven't heard anything about a pre-show as of yet. I wouldn't be surprised if there is going to be a pre-show because there always is a pre-show. So we'll see. All right, Beast Mortos has a different mask again. So it's never, well, I don't want to say never the same, but he had like that white looking one on for a while. Now he has the red one. It does look really different from the other. I don't even think it's the same design despite it being a different color. I love me a meaty man like Beast Mortos. I'm into that. I'm really into that. Zach Minger is here. He said National Cookie Day. Oh, I heard about that. National Cookie Day. I am not a fan of cookies. So, I mean, I rarely eat cookies. If I had to say a cookie that I wouldn't mind eating, I think I'll go with a golden Oreo. Golden Oreo. Regular Oreo, they're okay, but I think the golden one are the best. Absolute best. Which one of these gonna take the win? Well, it doesn't matter because neither of them are beating not Commander Bandito tomorrow in the main event. Um, Commander, I don't know how he would be like as a champion. First of all, Beast Mortos is going to be teaming up with Sammy Guevara tomorrow, and they're going for the Ring of Honor tag titles. The Ring of Honor tag titles at this time is vacated, and Sammy has an opportunity to go for the titles again. I don't know what's going on with these injuries and vacating titles and everything. Uh, it's again. So we'll see. All right, Beast Mortos look like he wants to wrap it up. I thought Sammy Guevara was out there. Wasn't he just there? All right, Beast Mortos, like, look, baby, I got other things to do. I don't want to be doing this all night. And then Drilistico. What happened to Drilistico? Honestly, like, I don't got no problem with Beast Mortos, but I would have loved to see Sammy Guevara and Drilistico have a match to not like together against each other, but like as partners and see how they work together. Because I feel like they probably would have made a great team to represent LFI. I think I would have liked that. Oh, Beast Mortos. I used to love you so much. Oh my god. He's trying to take off the mask of Commander. I love it when other masked luchadors are like, "Look, bitch, don't take off my mask. I'll take yours off." And it's just it's really interesting to see that because they wouldn't want that to happen to them, but they don't have a problem doing it to other people. He's trying to rip it open. I think Commander might be cute under there. He seemed like he might be. I guess I don't know. Now we could have used Beast Mortos in a Don Callis family. We could have used them. We could have used them. Tati knows wrestling and Tati knows her Oreos. Yes, Oreos. Golden Oreos are the best, right? Don't they taste better than the regular Oreos? I actually I prefer the thin ones. I don't typically see the thin ones of the golden Oreos. I rarely see it, but the thin ones I think is just fine because they don't have too much cream, and that's one of the reasons why I don't really like to eat them often because of the cream. Like that's part of the reason why I don't like cake. I don't like icing, things that's like icing or whatever. I just don't like. So I stay away from cookies. I want to see no roll ups over here. No roll ups. I did have dang, what's the name of that brand? It's Chips Ahoy. They have like crossover cookies um with other brands, and they did one with Reese's that was really good. And typically I don't care for neither one, but them together is so good. I don't know if y'all seen it before. Commander, he might try to wrap it up here. The beginning of the end for Beast Morphos, maybe. Hey, all right, Commander, we see you. Yes. All right. All right. Now I wonder what they if anybody asked anything about Nick Wayne, who's still injured, who's obviously not going to be on the card tomorrow. He has the Ring of Honor TV title. Um, I don't know that they want. I don't think that they want to vacate it because it's just like there's too many titles being vacated, and they were forced to just do it just now with the tag title. So I get it. Commander, about he about to wrap it up. Maybe. So I don't know what we're gonna do with Nick Wayne. I don't know. It would have been really cool if he wasn't injured and doing his thing, and a young guy having an opportunity to show himself as a champion. This would have been a great opportunity for him because the same thing happened with Kyle Fletcher when he had the TB title. He really showed up and showed out, and I really feel like that was what really got him to where he's at right now. Same opportunity could have happened for Nick Wayne, but unfortunately, he is injured still. Yes, the thin golden Oreos. The Philly stores always have it. I feel the same way about the cream. Yeah, I just don't like. That's always what put me off. Like I would never eat like a double stuffed Oreo. Like, ew, no way, no way. I can't do it. It's way too much. The thin ones are the best. And I only ever see the golden one and the regular Oreos for the thin ones. I don't know if they have it in the other flavors. Not sure about that. Commander, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. I'm not well. Oh, he gonna kill Beast Muertos. I'm not sure. I wouldn't like. I wouldn't be surprised if Beast Muertos and Sammy did win tomorrow. The tag titles wouldn't surprise me. If that happens, then I feel like obviously the chances of them beating Bandito or just winning the world title is definitely a zero for sure. Oh, well, he crushed his nuts, and he's gonna need those. A nice bitch slap before he wraps it up. You know, they do win the tag titles. I'm cool with it because I would love to see more out of Beast Mortos. They haven't been consistently using him, unfortunately. So, you know, him having an opportunity with the tag titles, we can see more. But then again, I said the same thing about Roosh and Sammy, and we barely saw them with the tag titles. So I'm thinking that Roosh must have been injured for quite some time, and we didn't know about it until last week. All right, Beast Marthos, what is his finisher? I cannot remember. See, it's been a while since I've seen him in the ring, so I can't even remember what his finisher is. All right. Commander. I'm actually cheering for Commander here. Nice little win for him. He was injured this year too, so he was out for quite some time. And he's definitely gonna have to put in some work for sure. Oh, Poison Rana. Oh, here it is. Beast Muertos. He's already set up for Commander's finisher. It's not looking good for Beast Muertos. I knew it. I knew it. I said Sammy was gonna get involved. There's Sammy bum ass attacking Commander. I knew it because all three of them are gonna be in the main event, and now he's trying to take a. Oh, he took out Commander's. I should have paused it. All right. Well, Commander has hair for anybody who wanted to know. Who was that? Oh, Commander. Bandito is here. All right. Commander is putting the mask on quickly. He might be cute. Bandito's nice to see you on Ring of Honor for once. It's nice. Remember, Bandito, you are only going for yourself tomorrow. We don't got no friends in the ring in the main event. Who that? Uncle Don? Is it? All right, it's Unc. There he go wilding. He just got here. Had you said, cameraman is getting all inside of Unc's mouth. Like, this is wild. Back up. Back up. Oh, Hetchy Settle's coming from the crowd. Well, all right. Hetchy Settle is attacking Bandito. And here is Beast Muerto snatching the mask off of Commander. Oh, hold on. I'm looking at Hetchy Settle and Beast Muertos together. As a little team. I wouldn't mind that. Like I said, we could have used him. We could have used him on Don Cal's family. Hechisato and Beast Muertos are fighting for Bandito's title. Sammy acting like he is trying to defuse the situation when really he wants to hold the title. Well, where's Blake? Blake in this match too, but he ain't. Ooh, if Hetchy Settle won, I would be so happy. I would be so happy, but I don't know about that. Hey, Tyler, how are you? Right. So, I mean, like I said, they got the little tag match earlier in the night to deal with that. And then from there, they're not going to be able to team with each other. Hold on. I like what I'm seeing with Beast Muertos and Hechiceto. Let me have them two on a platter. Thank you, please. All right, all right. So we do have Mercedes. She's gonna be on tonight. I don't know who she's going against, but for the first time ever. All right, all right. Mercedes to go against Red Velvet tomorrow night for the TV title. All right, they give him commercial. Tia said I tried the Irish cream Oreos and was highly disappointed. I love Irish cream coffee. I saw those. There is there's a store in my area where if things don't sell well at the big stores, the big supermarkets, they put it at like this outlet stores where like it was super cheap, and I saw like literally like a whole aisle of the Irish cream Oreos, and nobody was touching them. Every time I go there, they're still there. And I'm just like, look, I don't think anybody's gonna buy this shit. Y'all might as well get rid of it. Get rid of it. All right. Premier athletes, my God, Tony Nese. Wow. That is a beautiful man. Them abs are on points. The shoulders, everything. Put this guy on the magazine. All right, all right. Who they going against? Non-athletic regular people. Yeah, that's pretty much everybody. All right, we got local talent in the ring. Don't look familiar, but they're there. Somebody in the audience is dressed up as Roderick from when he used to have the neck braids. I see it back there. I love it. I love it. Oh, that was the best. Roderick in the wheelchair with the neck braids. I love that. I love that. That was fun. All right, all right. Local talent already in the ring. It's not going to be looking good. But when I think about it, premier athletes always used to come out there and lose every single time. And now they're winning and squashing other people. So the tables have turned, apparently. Yes, my flirtatious behavior going to get me 95 to life. Absolutely. Absolutely. I was watching something on YouTube. Maybe I don't have the full story about that lady who says she got scammed at Target. And I don't know if y'all heard about it, but the lady said she's shopping and she heard a man over in the next aisle say that there's a lady in here with her kids that look like she's going to steal. So I'm going to call the police. The lady being a good Samaritan and telling the guy who worked at Target, don't call the police. What does she need? And I think it was like $200 worth of groceries or whatever. And the lady said she didn't have that. And then the dumbest thing happened, y'all. Because I'm still trying to wrap my brain around it. The man who supposedly worked at Target told her that, oh, just for you doing that and trying to be nice, I can hook you up with a deal. And she said, what? And he said, give me $130. I'll give you a gift card that's like more than $130. And the lady fell for it. This guy dressed up like a Target employee, and the guy was trying to make a gift card for her. And for whatever reason, she said she didn't have cash, so she needed to go to the bank. The man told the employees, this is her story, all right? Because I'm like I said, it all makes sense. The man told the employees that he's gonna take his break real quick to go to the bank with the lady. To go to the bank with the lady. He goes to Wells Fargo with the lady in her car. She goes to the bank and take out the money, gives him $130 so that he can give her a gift card that was worth like $400 or whatever like that. So basically, she's trying to scam them in a way as well. And meanwhile, that man who did all that don't even work at Target. I don't know. I just don't know what is going on. Like I literally sat in bed and was just like, what the fuck is going on? How y'all falling for these scams? See, I never have to worry about things like this. Never. I don't even go to Target, but still, if somebody need anything from me, you're not gonna get in my car. I'm not gonna take you to my bank to pull out money and then expect not to get scammed. This is crazy. Crazy. I don't know. I don't know. All right, story Denali, baby. We see you, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Hey, David Bun, how are you? Um, yeah. Like I said, Premier Athletes, they on TV and they winning. Story Denali is just, I like her presence, but I want to see you wrestle, baby. I haven't seen it. I can choke slam somebody too. Like, I want to see more. I want to see more. I want to see more. Like if she had to wrestle other women within Ring of Honor or AEW, like I don't think she'll survive. Like not even 30 seconds. So cuz I have not yet seen anything for me to give an opinion on her yet. So we'll see. All right, Skyflight, Shane Taylor Promotions tomorrow night. We're retaining SCP retaining, I'm sure. All right, who's next? What music is this? Okay, Rosario Grillo coming out, going against. I don't know who he going against. All right, all right. He was teaming up with the front house on Tuesday, and I thought that was interesting because we haven't seen Preston Vance in the ring or Cole Carter in the ring. Just hoping, like none of our boys are injured. We don't have to hear about injuries. Who's this? Oh, Sydney Akeem. Oh, that's my boy. Hey, let's go. Okay, all right, all right. Do people get scammed at the Target where you live? I don't know. First of all, I heard didn't us blacks say we weren't going over there no more? So I have no clue what's going on with that. But no, not where I live. This is something that I saw on YouTube about a lady who's telling people about the scams that's going on. People are pretending to work at certain stores and trying to convince you to buy gift cards when really they're gonna take the money that you're giving for these gift cards and they don't even work at the store. Honestly, I feel like from the get go, I would have thought that it was a scam. I don't know how the lady did not figure that this wasn't a scam. If somebody say, "Hey, you don't have the money to pay for this. Let's go to your bank. Let's go to your bank and get the money." Hell no. And she didn't even know that man. She didn't even know that man. So you mean to tell me I'm going to go to my bank with someone I don't know and what? What if he kidnapped her or something? Like I don't understand what's going on. It's a holiday season. People are short on cash. I get it. But let's not be desperate and fall for these scams. It's insane. All right, Sidney Akeem. We've seen him a few times this year on Ring of Honor. And, they're using these talent who, I don't think necessarily have a contract with the company. And, let's just make sure like whoever you're using, let's snatch them up before somebody else snatch them up. You never know who's watching. Like, I do believe other promotions watch other promotions, and if they're interested in somebody, if they believe they're not signed or their contract may be running up or whatever situation is, they may get on that phone and start calling or emailing. You know, it's 2025. We email. So Sidney Akeem, I haven't actually seen him outside of the matches that he's done in Ring of Honor this year, so I don't know where else he's wrestling. So, or if he's signed somewhere or whatever. I haven't seen him, but definitely seeming like an independent wrestler at this time. Oh, am I going live for a final battle? Yeah, I'll be here. Myself and GN will be here. Yes, GN says she'll be here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, Rosario with a punch to the face. Probably knocked him out. Maybe. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Uh, David said, I'm just waking up and about to get ready for work. I pray that I won't put my hands on my boss. They owe me OT money. Hey, we don't play about our money. We don't play at all. A lot of people, I know, like, a lot of people when they get paid, they don't pay attention to the numbers. But my job, we don't get overtime. It's literally 7:30 to 4:30 and the whole company is going home. Well, most of us are already at home, but so there's like, I've been working at the company that I work at for a few years, and only one time that I worked there where there was an opportunity for overtime. One time. And I didn't take it. I was like, no, I don't want, no, let me go live my life. I don't want to sit here. That would have been cool. Well, you know what, Dalton Castle, I'm cool with Dalton Castle doing his thing with Ricochet, but Sidney Akeem, like I said, he's had a few matches in Ring of Honor. I was actually at the show that he was at when he made his debut in Ring of Honor, and I was like losing my shit. I was like, holy shit! And like, people didn't recognize him at first. I don't know why. Obviously, it's probably because he's going by a new name, but I just thought, like, holy shit, y'all gotta sign him. That was over a year ago. Over a year ago. All right, let's wrap it up, baby. I've seen enough. I've seen enough. Oh, oh, oh. Is that Reggie? Yes, that is Reggie. Yes, it is. He definitely dressed as an independent wrestler. He doesn't have a, this is what I've been seeing him wearing. So I haven't seen him wear anything different. Okay, there we go. Sydney with the win. If they're doing a pre-show tomorrow, put them on. Put them on if they're doing a pre-show. They gotta be a pre-show tomorrow. We'll see if they announce it. Tia said, David, I set the intention that your boss will act right and you get your OT without any issues. Absolutely. Absolutely. We don't play about our money at all. At all. All right. AW National Championship on the line tomorrow. Now I know I've actually saw when they mentioned this online, people were just like, why is the AEW National Championship being defended on Ring of Honor? And it does make sense. Now maybe people who asked aren't watching and people just probably missed it, but Ricochet mentioned several times about defending the title outside of AEW. And I guess that's the point of it being the national title, that he'll be defending it nationally. But it's not like exclusive to just being defended in AEW. Um, I know they did not mention that to begin with. Maybe they assumed everybody knew that. I figured that's where they were going. So that's something they'll be doing nationally, and then you have the international title that will be defended internationally, so overseas. All right, Dalton Castle, and hold on, these boys definitely look thirsty and hungry. Where are the meaty boys? When I went to Collision the other day, ooh, I got the pictures on my phone. I don't know who those men were that they were using as Dalton boys, but they were so fine, so fine, just the way I like it, just the way I like it. All right, all right. Is this trios? All right, trios action with the Outrunners and Dalton Castle. Even the Outrunners, they're not on the pay per view tomorrow. Interesting, interesting. I'm still trying to get the. I don't know. The group hasn't grabbed me yet. Haven't grabbed me yet. He said, "Hey, you're gonna get your bread. Just keep the pressure. Don't let them gas like crazy." Yeah, a lot of companies do that, unfortunately. And some people like they be afraid to speak up. Like me, there's no way. There's no way. I'm not afraid to speak up. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna be polite the first time around. I'm gonna be real polite about it the first time around. I'm just gonna assume a clerical error that y'all about to fix. Especially in the holiday season, don't be playing. Don't be playing. All right, Dalton Castle. And then we're mentioning about the first time an AEW title being defended on a Ring of Honor pay per view. Um, hopefully we see a little bit more of it. I don't think it's going anywhere. This is Ricochet first title defense with the title. I do feel. Oh wait, he did say that on Collision that he'll also be putting the title on the line. They didn't say who it was going to be, but assuming that he wins, which he will, somebody's going to go against him for that title. So we'll see who's going to step up. All right, Outrunners, Dalton Castle against Lil Q Talent. I think this was filmed last night. He's dressed like a 2K Myra Rice character. I guess that's the look. I guess that's the look. I always feel like it's really important. I mean, I know like us as fans, we're gonna have our opinions or whatever, but as long as the wrestlers are comfortable with what they wear, but I do prefer like looking unique or standing out. It doesn't really stand out. It is given, you know, something my homeboy would wear at the park. It is given that though. It is. I know they're not squashing people. See, that's the thing. Like with Dalton Castle going against Ricochet tomorrow, I'm a little bit nervous because we really haven't seen Dalton do much. He's been doing this with the Outrunners, and I don't remember if he's done any singles matches since he's been back from his injury. He was out for, I don't even think it was a whole year, but close to that. And being out for all that time, and you've been doing trios action since you've been back, like Ricochet, he got that fired up energy. He's bouncing and throwing himself all over the place. I'm curious to see how Dalton will do against Ricochet tomorrow night. Outrunners is not even on there. I'm Now that I'm thinking about it, that's very interesting. Why would it not be defended there? Yeah, people don't be listening. Yeah, I don't. I He mentioned that at the media scrum. Now I'll give y'all that the pay per view did finish late, so some of y'all missed it. But he mentioned it on I think Collision or Dynamite twice already. So we knew that that was going to be the case with the title, and I like that. He'll be able to go to other promotions, and they'll be giving other people opportunities to go against Ricochet. And somebody had mentioned in one of my reviews the other day that they need to run it back with Angelico and Ricochet. I don't know if you guys ever watched Lucha Underground, but they told it up over there, and I would love to see that. I would love to see them running back on Ring of Honor. That would have been a cool opportunity to go with. All right, Dalton, looking to wrap this up. I do believe they taped this last night. Okay. The Outrunners, they might wrap it up. Probably. I don't know. Sandman goes live on Tuesdays and Fridays, so I don't know about today. I don't think so, unless he said anything. Not that I heard of. They need to let Dalton and the Outrunners create a whole mini universe. They can get hella creative. That's what I was thinking too. I'm not 100% sold on the group yet because I just most of their matches have been on the shorter side, and I wish we could see more of them outside the ring, like backstage segments or them getting into shenanigans somewhere. I wish we could see more of that, and then maybe I could be a little bit more sold on the group. I know what people wanted. Oh, you son of a bitch! Oh my god, I love when they do that. Love that. I know people wanted like MXM to be with Dalton, and I feel like that would have been the perfect fit. I think that would have been the perfect fit. Who knows if they'll ever do it? Well, here it is. One, two, three. I mean, they look like they're having fun, but fun is not going to get you that international championship tomorrow night, Dalton. He said he would defend against people in CMLL and New Japan too. Yes. I well, that would be interesting too, because New Japan, they're busy, so I don't know if that's going to happen. At least within this month, I think we'll have to. Who coming out? Oh, who? Ricochet? Is that Ricochet? Oh, that's Ricochet. I'm about to say, who the hell is this? Oh, Bishop Khan. Totally on a Lord have mercy. The boys. Bishop Khan came out there with a shirt on. That is a crime. That is a crime. Um, we have not seen Guest of Agony on Ring of Honor in a really long time. And honestly, not that that's a bad thing or anything, because they definitely have gotten more TV time and being part of storylines like with the Hurt Syndicate and teaming up with Ricochet on AEW. So, that's a good thing. But we haven't seen them here in quite some time. They took out the Outrunners, and now they're taking out Dalton Castle. Lord have mercy. Ain't this a shame? Uh-uh. What's the name of his finisher again? Spirit Gun, right? Something like that. Well, Dalton, it was nice knowing you. We'll see what you do tomorrow. The Outrunners is not moving out there. How they gonna come out there with just t-shirts on? This is not right at all. At all. We'll see. Obviously, I think that Gates of Agony they'll be lurking for tomorrow, and Outrunners obviously they're friends with Dalton, so they better be ready too. All right, Lee Moriarty and Nigel McGuinness in a 30-minute Iron Man match. Lord have mercy, my ovaries are ready. They are ready. All right. Danny Garcia. What they teaming up? Okay, Danny Garcia and Willa Yuta coming out. Look, Danny Garcia, the look, I don't know if I like it. Is it different from the rest of the group? Yes, it's different, but I, the shorts and the hoodie, I don't know. I don't know about that. Yes, Dalton was out for a really long time. I don't remember if it was the back issue because who's these? Who are these boys in the ring? They twins. I'm gonna have to check on Instagram for research purposes, obviously. Um, Danny Garcia. I don't know if y'all saw. And I hate when they do this, but last night after the whole thing with Claudio and Moxley, y'all know the show ended with pretty much everybody just checking in on everybody, like, all right, you good, we all good, and the show was over. But after the show, they filmed them backstage. Claudio was walking to the back, cameraman was following him, and when he walked through the doors, it's Pac, Marina, and John Moxley. They're doing push-ups in the stairway. I don't know why, but whatever. And they're all just doing push-ups. And I was just like, oh, I feel so inferior seeing these people, these fit people, just working out like this in the stairway. And they were just all talking about how, if one of them end up winning, that was good enough for the group. And I was like, oh, so that's what we're doing. All right. If that's good enough for them, that's good enough for them. They won't have to get their hands on John Moxley. We'll see what's going on with the group. We'll see what's going on with the group. Danny Garcia, Wheeler Yuta, they teamed up with as a group on CMLL on Friday. Um, did I like it? I mean they could have had more experience with each other before that match came on, and I didn't feel them so much as a team. Like they're part of the same group with Death Riders, but the tag team chemistry wasn't 100% there. I don't know if you guys ever seen like Wheeler and Claudio. They've worked together a lot. Like when they both had the Ring of Honor Pure title and the World title, they tagged with each other a lot. So they have great chemistry with each other. But Claudio was doing his own thing that night. So we need to see more from Danny Garcia. I don't know what it is. He's just not standing out to me right now. Not yet. I like when he does that thing when he's humping the air. It's great. It's good stuff. But we need to work on everything else. Everything else. Kyle Fletcher enjoying his in ring. Kevin Knight, great in the ring. Athena wrestling and her character. Fave group, the Outrunners got me. Yes, yes. Kyle Fletcher, Kevin Knight. Yo, that match last night was really great. I think that's my favorite match out of the Continental Classic so far this year. Of this year. They were just amazing. Two really young guys that put in a lot of work, and like you can't deny their talent. They're gonna make it far. They're gonna make it far. Even if they don't win this particular tournament, I don't know. If Kyle Fletcher won, I nobody gonna be mad at that. I don't think so because he's put in the work. He's put in the work. If Okada win, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. We love Okada, but I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to move on. Who are these twins that's in the ring with the Death Riders? Gonna have to put in some research. All right, all right. Now Daniel Garcia, he's gonna be going against Mark Briscoe. It's not gonna be on Dynamite. It's gonna be on so winter is coming. They have one for Dynamite and they have one for Collision. So his match with Mark Briscoe is going to be the one that's going to be on Collision next Saturday. Oh, they're about to wrap it up. They are about to wrap it up. So he'll be going for the TNT title against Mark Briscoe. He ain't gonna win, but you know he's gonna have to put in a lot of work. A lot of work. It's the first title defense for Mark Briscoe. He's not gonna let that shit go. Not that quickly. Well, Death Riders with the win via submission. They looked a little bit better here as a team. You know, um, I need to see more. If they're gonna be doing more tag team stuff, I need to see more. And they might as well come on Ring of Honor and get a little practice. They might as well. Not gonna lie, I'm tired of all these squash matches. Like you can have dominant wins, but they don't always have to be squashes. That's exactly how I feel. I don't like squash matches. I don't think that they are. Oh, quit! I'm not a. Oh my god, she got a neck brace on. Our queen. What's wrong with her neck though? Oh, she has a forfeit. Dang. I knew Deanna was gonna make it to the finals at least. I didn't think that Queen Aminata was gonna beat Deanna, but I wish it wasn't like this. Oh my gosh, she looks so sad back there. Damn. Every time Queen Aminata is getting closer and closer to something. Damn. A CEO is here. Let me see what she's wearing. I don't know if I seen her in this red get up here. I'm not sure. Oh, the red hair. She looks so good. CEO looks so good. Queen Aminata, we're praying. We are praying. That's all we can do. All right. So CEO is going against lovely Miss Larkin. I don't think I've heard of her before. Hopefully, not a complete squash. The squash situation, I don't like. I'm not a fan of it. I feel like if you have like a gap in time where there really is time for something but not too much, then I guess go for it. I feel like 9 out of 10 squash matches are just not necessary, and I don't like it. I don't like it. However, typically, most likely a Ring of Honor, when they do it, they're giving local talent an opportunity to be. Does this chick got like a whole bunch of scrunchies on her leg? What is that? I don't know. Anyway, I know I'm not gonna like this, but whatever. Yeah, so when they do that, they give the local talent an opportunity to get in the ring, and like gives them a few minutes to do something, which is not a bad opportunity to have at all. But squash matches, I don't feel like it's necessary. It doesn't really show anything. You see Mercedes literally taking a win like in less than, like, what was it, 30 seconds just now. This doesn't show me what she's gonna do with somebody like Red Velvet. Red Velvet's not gonna let her beat her in 30 seconds like this. You know, for a debut match, y'all could have given her somebody else. Y'all could have given her somebody else and give her a few minutes to show something. I don't care. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. Red Velvet not gonna let her do her like this tomorrow. But she look cute though. CEO does look cute. We'll take it. Please tell me there's another match after this. Is there? She's not beating red like this, so I don't even know why we had to do that. Oh, MXM, because their characters and fashions. Yes, the fashion is always on point. They're really funny. Hold on. Is there another match coming on or what? Okay, most likely. We'll see. They were doing shoot push-ups and had me feeling weak as fuck. Yes. And I was looking at their arms and their bodies. I mean, look at Claudio is, I think what they said, 45 or something like that. I don't know. And then John Moxley is 40, I think. And I'm just looking at that. I was like, look at the shape that they're in. And Pac, I don't know how old is Pac, but they look amazing. They look amazing. And they're just sitting there and not seeming to be angry with each other, which is a good thing. Okay, Billy Stark's coming out here. This is for the Ring of Honor Pure tournament. So it's gonna be Billy Starks going against Yuka Sakazaki, winner of this match will be at the finals with Deonna Purrazzo tomorrow night in the pay per view. So we'll see. Why do I feel like, honestly, I haven't really thought about between these two. What I always thought it was gonna be was Deanna and Serena Deeb. Do y'all know how badass that match would have been? Oh my god. All right, you can. She's in good spirits. So I guess that's good. We'll see if she'll beat Billy Starks. Honestly, it doesn't matter to me either way. I think Deanna win the whole tournament. I think so. I was really disappointed when Serena didn't win last week because my whole mind was made up. I said, look, that tournament is gonna end with Serena Deeb and Deonna Purrazzo. They're gonna give us probably one of the best women's match we've seen this year. And it didn't happen. It didn't happen. But whatever. I think Serena will get her opportunity at some point anyway to go against Deonna Purrazzo, and we'll see it happen next year. All right, the match has started. We got 60 minutes on the clock. Y'all know the rules of the match. Uh, let's see. Tia said now I be having a smile on my face when the Death Riders walk in, so I know they're also my favorite group. Claudio is scary and badass. Oh, don't y'all just love it? Claudio, something about Claudio and Pac, they come off scarier than Moxley does. I've always felt like they're like the ones like, Moxley, he go out there and he gets shit done. But it's something about Claudio and Pac where it's just like if they told me to do anything, I'm doing it without a thought. Without a thought. I would be scared. All right, all right. Yuka, she's had some matches as of late. I I wouldn't mind seeing her at the end. So if I had to choose between one of these two, I think I would go with Yuka because she hasn't really had too many opportunities. The last time she had an opportunity was for the women's TV interim. That's the one that what's her name? Mina Shirakawa had one earlier this summer after Red Velvet got injured. So other than that, I can't really think of anything else for Yuka. But Billy Starks, every time something happens, she's always in that. So when she's gone against Athena several times for the women's title, she was the inaugural TB title holder for the women's. And then here she is again going for the pure title in this tournament. So I don't really care too much to see her advance, but I wouldn't be bothered anyway because, like I said, Diana, she'll take care of that. Give me Queen Amanada. Pain, let my juicy queen wrestle again. Look, we would all take it. We will all take her pain. But I will say, I don't know what happened. I know it was before Blood and Guts because she was supposed to do Blood and Guts. Something else before that. I think her last match might have been for the tag tournament when she was teaming up with Jamie Hayter. And I think they went against Sisters of Sin. I think that was her last match. And since then she's been on the shelf. And last week they mentioned about, Queen Aminata going against Diana, but then here we are, and they just confirmed that's not happening. Not happening. So Yuka has already used her first rope break. Diana is going on me every time I see her. Oh, I love Diana. Absolutely love Diana. I don't know if some people have said that they enjoyed her in the ring, but they think that she's not great at promos. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. I can't really think of a promo to throw out there to recommend, but I don't think she's like that bad where people will be like, you know what, don't put the title on her because she's not great at promos. So I think she's capable of holding her own for sure. If it came to doing promos. So she's fine. She's fine. Okay. And if they're talking about Athena now on commentary. She's going to be at Final Battle going against Persephone. And I can't believe how many people I've been seeing talking about Persephone should beat Athena. I was like, yo, what is going on? Yes, Athena would be a champ for 3 years. And I get it. I know it's been a long time, but I don't know how it would feel if Persephone would just get it just like that, you know? I would have loved to see a strong feud with Athena with anybody, whoever it is. I really don't even care as long as there's a feud to bring that person up, because really we really haven't seen anybody being brought up in terms of who is next in line for the women's title. And I feel like that's been done on purpose, because obviously since then they've introduced the TB title and now they're about to introduce the pure title, which I don't know if it is actually necessary to have for the women. I feel like it's quite a few titles over there, and they're not really moving around as much anyway. Like I said, Athena being champion for 3 years. The TV title just came about last year, and there's only been, let me see, Billy Starks won it. After Billy was Red Velvet, and then Red Velvet got injured, and Nina had the interim, and now we have Mercedes with the title. So the titles aren't really moving like that. No, you could got one more rope break. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. I said I love that damn jacket she's wearing so much. Yeah, Chris in the house said, "Do you don't want her to be eat?" No, I don't. No. Mm. All right, Yuka, we might get this. Maybe. What's her finisher? I can't remember. Can't remember her finisher. I think I know it if I saw it. Um, she got one more rope break, and Billy has two. Okay. She got her locked up in a submission. Billy over here screaming and crying. Billy doesn't even look like she looks like she's acting like this really hurts, and it doesn't look like she's convincing anyone. All right, rope break number two for Billy. So both these girls have one more rope break. That I feel like the strategy is to really try not to go for any rope breaks for as long as possible. You want to try to get as much rope breaks over your opponent. So both of them having one could go either way. Yuka, what's the damn finisher? I can't even remember. What? I thought that was a three. Okay. Okay. Billy looked like her life flashed before her. She's probably not as confident at this point. Y'all be sleeping on Yuka. Yuka is really great. She's really great. I feel like it's the thing is people haven't seen so much of her lately and probably can't remember much from her. Um, I can she's definitely capable of making it to the finals. Okay, Billy with a submission here. You're not gonna kick me in my face with them dirty shoes. There's no way. Okay, she's still holding on to Yuka's leg. If Billy win, never mind. I'm not gonna be happy about it. Let Yuka get the opportunity. And then last night, I was in shambles about the whole thing with the women's tag tournament. I was just like, yo, what the hell? Oh my god. Mega problems. They should have made it to the finals. They should have made it. All right. She's still holding on to Yuka's leg, but Yuka's not too far from the rope, so she could be holding on, but she know that if she holds on to the rope right now, that it's gonna be over for her. It's gonna be over. Oh man, Yuka. Damn. They both just used their last rope break at the same time. Wow. Okay. I like that. I like that. Whoever came up with that idea, they're using their brains back there. I like that. All right. Half the crowd are divided. They're chanting for Yuka. They're chanting for Billy. Okay. All right. We're just over 10 minutes. Yuka, let's wrap it up. Why gotta be so long? Okay. Oh my god. I'm fucking done. Billy Starks takes the win by putting her feet on the ropes. She put her feet on the ropes for leverage. And here she is. You know what? I'm not even bothered. I'm not bothered. Let her win. Let her win. Deanna will take care of it. Deanna will take care of it tomorrow night for sure. We're not worried about it. She'll win. She'll win. Let's see. Claudio Bank is crazy in real life. Muscles bigger than bigger than my life. Did y'all not see that picture of that man? That man that was staring at Pac's ass. Look, I think Pac can make anybody stare at his ass. Let me see if I can find the picture to show y'all. That's what I'm saying. Like these people are in like amazing shape. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. They're better than me. Way better than me. Um Hold on, I'm gonna I'm gonna put it on the screen because it's so do, 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 do. I always forget how to share things on the screen. Hold on, hold on. All right, there we go. There we go. Do you not see what Pac is working with? Lord have mercy. Um, that's a beautiful man. Pac is in amazing shape. Amazing shape. And I was so shocked when he came back. I was like, yo, like, what the hell? Pat looked like he ate people, okay? And look, he's not gonna win the Continental Classic. At least I don't think so. But he looks great. And it would be nice if he went back to um putting on trunks again, because I feel like he looked better with that on. So Pac, we are enjoying the view. We're enjoying the view. Yuka is so great. Yes, I can't believe she didn't win. Why didn't they give her an opportunity to go against Diana? I would have been cool with that. Tia says, Tati, that would be me and Bishop, whatever he wants with safe words. Safe words, yes, we need that. To be safe. I agree. I agree. You said I know a while back she was having seizures. That sign like who? This time I think she said in her blog neck injury. When could I not have had a seizure? I did not know about that. Well, it's not looking good. Not looking good. Um, that is insane. That is insane. I hope she's gonna be okay. But I don't know if she said anything specifically like what's wrong with her neck. Hopefully it's not broken or anything. If you've never had a neck injury, like I tell you, it's the worst, the absolute worse. I found out the hard way. I broken my neck, and I didn't realize how much your neck controls like your entire body. So it's a really tough injury to have. Really tough. Hey Riley, how are you? He said Dion is great, but I think should win the pure title. That's my pick. That's my pick. Do you think Red Velvet is winning the title back? No, I actually don't. Not tomorrow. No. I could be wrong with my prediction, but I don't see it happening. So I don't know. I don't know. JCW's at the Juggalo company. I'm hesitant to watch anything with Juggalo. Immediately raises my suspicious level. Well, if you are feeling suspicious now, they said that Vince Russo running things over there. So I don't know how much better or worse that it is right now. I am also on the fence on checking it out. Also on the fence. And it should be on YouTube. Their shows are on YouTube. I don't know, like if they have like pay per views, if it's somewhere else. That I don't know, but I know their shows are on YouTube. Last night I was watching some clips from their promotion, and I was like, I want to give it a try, but not sure yet. Yes, that was for the tournament. So that was for the semifinals. So right now we have our finals for tomorrow night. That's going to be Billy Starks versus Diana Perrazzo. Diana Perrazzo, we're not worried about it at all. At all. JCW, the Russo one. There's two JCW. JCW is with the Juggalo Championship Wrestling, right? I think that's where he's at. So that's the one that Tyler is talking about. A lot of wrestling fans still don't try to learn about the Josie lore. It's not always easy to find if you don't got the subscription. So I get it a bit. That's another thing too. Not just that, but like wrestling overseas, specifically in Japan. A lot of people are hesitant to get into it. I know for a fact one thing that keeps people away from it is the time difference. Hold on, Pack. I'm gonna have to put your ass away so I can get back on the screen. Yeah, so like a lot of people they find that intimidating. Like, with the tag tournament they got right now, it's been difficult. It's been difficult to keep up with because they're not even on at the same time every night. So like one time it's on like at 2 a.m. in the morning, then on Wednesday it's fucking 3:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock, and I'm just like, yo, can we just stick to one time? I'm tired. I'm tired, and I gotta go to work in like 3 hours. It's tough to keep up with. It is. Tia said, I'm going to watch the Glory Pro Wrestling episode after your watch along. They are on YouTube. Yes, a lot of wrestling promotions are on YouTube. I don't know if you guys ever look, but like on the YouTube homepage, it has like options at the top, and if you click live, um well, for me, because I mostly watch wrestling on here, the options that I see are like a lot of wrestling options. For the most part, wrestling, what is this, UFC, shit like that, that's related to that. If you don't see any wrestling, then you could just put live wrestling and then hit the live button, and you can see other promotions that are on at that time. That was dope. The way they used the last rope break has been done before in a pure match. I can't remember when. I don't remember seeing it. Not like that. No, no. Riley said I'm watching TNA myself. There's two pay-per-views this weekend, Ring of Honor and TNA. Yes, both shows are on tomorrow. I don't know what time TNA pay-per-view come on, but Ring of Honor, they didn't say anything about the pre-show. I'm not sure. But I know for sure the main card starts at 8 Eastern. So TNA might come on at the same time. I'm not sure. I'm hurt. I'm realizing now, lol, this was at the show I went to, but I missed most of the Ring of Honor taping. Oh, so that was after you left. That's why I always tell people, I said, don't leave. Don't leave. Something's gonna happen after. Typically they do Ring of Honor taping sometimes before, depending on if they have time. they might do a match or two. If not, then they'll do it after, and I think it's a good idea to get a chance to take advantage of people being in a crowd and have the show go on for like another hour or so, and they give you a taping of the show. All right, well, they are showing a replay for anybody who didn't see. He said, laugh my ass off. I just seen that pic earlier, and I was just like, yo, like Pac is that man. That man is an amazing shape. I'm blown away. We knew he wasn't gonna win last night with Okada. But he'll get a few more points. He'll probably do better on the Continental Classic than John Moxley, I'm thinking. Because John Moxley on Saturday is going against Takeshita. I don't see him winning. How did I break my neck? Oh, it was a car accident. This was it 20, like late 2022. I was driving and the light was green and I was going straight. And a car who was at the red light, based on what he said to the police, he said he didn't want to be late for work, so he thought that he would be able to cross the street while it was red and go straight before I went straight to where I was going. And he hit my car. He hit my car, and my car just went. My foot went on the gas, so I just kept going till I don't even know what the fuck I hit. I can't really remember that, but I hit something, airbags and everything deployed, all that stuff, and it was just a mess. So I had broke my neck and I had tore my shoulder, the muscle off my shoulder, and it was crazy, crazy rehab. I didn't want to have surgery. I was scared of doing that. I mean, like it's your neck, I was just like, look, let's do rehab. If it ain't getting better at some point and you recommend the surgery, then we'll do it. I just didn't want to go under the knife for that. And that's what I did. It took more than a year. It wasn't a year and a half, maybe like 14 months or something. Maybe like 14 months. And to be honest with you, what the only thing about it was like my daughter not getting hurt because I had picked her up from school, and my where they hit the car was on the passenger side, but on the back. So when my daughter got in the car, she went to sit at that spot where the driver had hit. Ended up hitting literally like less than 2 minutes later, and when I tell my daughter to get in the car, I always say, "Hey, you sit behind me. You always sit behind the driver." Because I don't know, I just feel safer with her sitting behind me in the car. And I just told her that less than 2 minutes, and then boom, that's where the driver hit. That's where it hit. If my daughter was sitting right there, I don't want to say she would have been dead or anything, but she would have definitely broken bones and shit for sure. For sure. She would have been worse than me, for sure. But she didn't have a little scratch on nothing. So that I'm grateful for. But I want to say closer to a year and a half for me to get better. Because I was like, look, no surgery. Let's just rehab this shit until it got better. It got better. And you guys didn't even notice because I was doing reviews and stuff at that time, and I was just like, okay, don't cry about it, don't complain about it. No one needs to know. And I would sit here and just talk about wrestling because that made me feel better. But I was in a lot of pain, a lot of pain. Let's see. David said, Tati, when you see the bastard pack, you'll talk about you're about to pass out. Yes, he looks so good. He looks so good. I don't know what he's taking, but we have our fantasies. Riley said, I do. I got Red Velvet winning and Mercedes losing. I don't know about her losing titles yet. She has hold on, she has a match. I just seen the fucking flyer like 2 hours ago. She has a match she's going to be doing in the UK for the Rev Pro Undisputed titles. That's the first title that she got in the beginning of the year against Mina Shirakawa at Wrestle, was it Wrestle Kingdom or Wrestle Dynasty? One of them, I can't remember. She won it there, so she's going to be putting those titles on the line, and I think that's when she's going to start losing titles. She's going against a wrestler named Riho. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's not the Riho from AEW. It's another one. It's a black lady. She's really, really cool. I think that's when she's going to start losing titles. I don't know about tomorrow, but we'll see. Said, "Oh hell no, y'all shouldn't have told me." Now is a hell no to Russo. Look, that was my exact reaction. But I'm still kind of curious, like what he would do in 2025 with wrestling. I would give it a shot to see if it makes a difference or not. I mean, to you, if you think it makes a difference in terms of like his booking in the past and what it looks like right now, I want to see what it looks like. I hope it's not horrible. I hope not. Very true. I only keep up as much now because I work overnights. Yes, so it's tough to keep up with. By the time I wake up to start work, um, most of the time they are on their main event or just finished. So I literally just put my iPad in front of my computer screen and I'm watching while I do work. If I get busy with work, then I have to put the iPad away and just focus on that. And when a show already happens, and it happened at night and now your day is getting started, it's hard to stop what you're doing and watch that, and then the next night there's another show, you know what I mean, and then you get behind on the shows or whatever. It's hard to keep up with. Jersey Championship Wrestling under GCW. Matt Cardona is currently their champ. Okay. I said, "What the fuck? That sounds dumb as hell on his part in a scary situation. Thankfully, you made it cover." Yeah, it was really dumb. He said he didn't want to be late for work. So just to let y'all know, that light where he hit me was the only light in that town. I lived in a really rural area of Florida at that time, and we only had one light, and it was only on for 8 hours of the day because like it's such a rural area that they only kept it on for 8 hours. And I think when I picked up my daughter, it was like 6 o'clock or whatever. And by 8 o'clock, the light is just blinking until I think like 6 in the morning of the next day. And homeboy was just like, I was trying to make it a work. So the only light in town, and he hit me. So I don't know. He could have taken another route and not have to worry about that. And I think he would have probably, I don't know if he's gonna be late or whatever still. But like I said, it's the only light in town and he still hit me. So it's dumb, really dumb. No lasting effects. So the only lasting effect honestly is mentally, because I am terrified to drive. I don't feel pain anymore. For a while, I think what took longer to heal was my shoulder, because you use your arms for everything. It happened on my right shoulder, so it was really tough to work and cook and clean and everything. And I tried to do my best with using my left arm, and that made the recovery with my shoulder longer because I'm right-handed. So that took quite some time. But mentally, that's the only issue for me. Like I am so terrified to drive. I will take a Uber, I'll take a bus, I'll take a plane, a train, a bike before I drive. So it's been some time. GCW versus JCW War Games is my favorite thing about this company. Reminds me of WWE War Games and AEW Blood and Guts. GCW, I think they're okay. They toned it down a bit with the crazy shit, the death matches, and how hardcore things are. Honestly, I'm not a fan of death matches. No. Some hardcore shit is like I don't care for, because I feel like it really gets away from the actual wrestling. And as pure as wrestling can get is what I prefer, So I honestly don't care about seeing weapons and stuff like that. Sure, that can make things interesting, but overall, I I don't care too much to watch like GCW. Not to say that they're bad or anything, but not really my forte. Not really. All right, you guys, we have made it to the end of the chat. I will be back tomorrow with Final Battle. So GM and I will be doing the live stream. If there's going to be a what's that thing called? There's going to be a peer what am I saying peer? There's going to be a pre-show, then I'll start the stream earlier. So for now I have it to start at 8 Eastern until I hear anything different. But I'm pretty sure that that's what's going to happen. So we'll see. So I'll do a review on tonight's show, and I'll also give my predictions for the pay per view as well. And I will see y'all tomorrow for the pay per view. Good night.